Got an angry email from a New England Patriots fan that says, you know, Patriots fans are not responsible for most of the front door theft of packages. I didn't say that. I said all of the theft of front. Just trying to get you ticked off. Anyway, package theft is indeed a very serious problem around the holidays. One state is trying to make it a serious crime. Stealing packages is now a felony, for example, in Michigan. We've got Kat Timpf here, and we've got American Institute for Economic Research President Edward Stringham on whether this should result in jail time. What do you think? Well,
honestly, you think at first, oh, maybe just it's kids stealing packages, but then you really think about it. I actually think that among thieves, these are probably the most hardened criminals of the thieves, because when you're stealing a package, think about it, most of the time you don't even know what's in the box.
Right.
I get packages all the time, I'm like, what is this? I don't know. So you're just stealing for the sake of stealing. There could be anything in there, because most of them are Amazon, and it doesn't say on the box where it comes from, because obviously Bezos rules the world, so that's where most packages are coming from. You have no idea what you're stealing.
It is weird.
It's little Johnny's Christmas toy.
Yeah,
he's
exactly.
Cry over.
Yeah,
that's the lowest.
Yeah, Tom Brady himself.
Yeah, Tom Brady. People are saying it's not Tom Brady. It's out of control, though. I mean, especially now, a lot of homes have these cameras set up, so they know. In a lot of cases, I'm going to wait to the camera as I do it.
Yeah, so that's the interesting thing. The arrest rate for these thefts is very low. So it's less than 10% in probably every city. So people have to figure out what are the alternatives. And there's lots of these moves towards private security to monitor things.
Well, they have those neighborhood watch programs that used to be their key duty was to look out for each other's kids. Now it's their packages. All right. This is an interesting item, guys, while you're here. Costco right now, obviously a lot of people shop there. There are about half a dozen crazy items ranging from a 72-pound wheel of cheese. That, by the way, would be a home run for me. Yeah. To a $6,000 doomsday kit, apparently if you had too much of the processed cheese. Having said that, your thoughts on this? What do you think?
It's amazing how much we have, and when I look at the list of these, I just think they're the most goofy products in the world. I think if there's doomsday, there's going to be a lot more than we need than this.
But apparently Costco has a lot of them, which is nice to know. If you're, where do I get
like
that?
The idea, the 72-pound wheel of Parmesan cheese. I love Parmesan cheese. All pasta for me is just a vehicle for Parmesan cheese, or Parm cheese, as I call it. We're on a nickname basis.
That's like an addition to your house.
Yeah, I mean, I could go through that in a year.
The all-cheese wedding cake that they're selling, I mean, just when will things stop? When
will cheese stop? Hopefully never.
I don't know. I don't know if you saw this. This is a woman who doesn't strike me as someone who eats a lot of cheese, neither you. Vanna White. Now, she just finished hosting Wheel of Fortune. Apparently, fans were really flipping over it. But she did a great job.
Yeah.
Pat Sajak had some surgery done? Was that it? Okay. So she's all right. But, boy, she really started quite the onslaught of support.
Well, yeah, and she should get the chance to do this. I mean, even just basically put it on paper. Who has a better resume to fill in on Wheel of Fortune than the woman that's been there the whole time? She's filmed upwards of 7,000 episodes at this point. I've never done 7,000 of anything. Nobody has the kind of experience that she has for Wheel of Fortune, so she deserves it, and she did a great job.
Apparently, she's very fast on her feet. That's harder than it looks.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, she's an icon to be there day after day. I once ran into her, actually, at the New York Stock Exchange, and I was like, Vanna White, Vanna White. So
I'm sure she gets it all the time.
Actually, I didn't say, I didn't say anything because I didn't know it was her at the time, because I was like, she looks famous, but who is this lady at the New York Stock Exchange? It wasn't really
forever.
Yeah.
So obviously, she's got a lock on that job if she wants it.
Yeah, absolutely. And then I have to wear heels at work, obviously, but I get to sit down wearing them. I don't know how she runs around in those shoes. I look like a baby bird when I try to walk around in heels.
It confuses me when they do these cutaway shots there, and she looks like she's been miniaturized by the letters. And then someone told me, no, they don't miniaturize her. They just, she's walking around with the letters, and you see her below the screen. Did you know that? Did you watch it?
I think they just have outsized letters. That's really what they've done.
She's normal height. But they should show, do we have this, guys? When this is tough enough, and I would go, oh my God, what letter do I turn? But sometimes they to get everything on the screen, including the This is boring both of you too.
It's all new to me. I'm sorry, Neal.
Right. Only Patriots fans know what I'm talking about. I wanted to get you guys' thoughts real quickly on impeachment and the coverage part of it now. Now, wherever the pressure's on the Senate to be fair, I didn't notice a lot of pressure on the House necessarily to be fair, but look, I understand how this works. But now we're hearing the president wants a very drawn out, I want to hear from witnesses, and the Senate saying, no, we're going to be, boom, done in a matter of a couple of weeks. What do you think?
Well, I mean, the president will not be impeached in the Senate. I just don't see that happening at all. So that's why this whole process, I think a lot of it's just been, I think it's a politically motivated impeachment, always has been.
But it's not going to go anywhere.
No, I don't think so.
It's so obviously political. The average American just doesn't care. I'm sorry. People are looking at things like the economy.
Well, they've got to do something different than in the Senate. Maybe they do like a spelling thing with Vanna White to spell. But I don't know if there'll be the same kind of appeal for it in the Senate.
Yeah, I mean, most people care about economics. It's the economy. Yeah. We've got tax cuts.
ECO. Right? What do you think?
Plus, we've already seen the transcript. I mean, there's not. People are just speaking emotionally a lot of the time.
Well,
even if they're speaking on the facts.
They find the whole process jaded, right? We were talking last week about these millennial and other surveys that say people are kind of turned off on both sides. But
there's just not these new bombshells coming out of all these hearings, and it's not like each individual witness has an individual perspective. There's usually one of two perspectives. Either it's a witch hunt, or we're going to destroy the country if we don't impeach the president. There really is no nuance, and there's nothing new.
Middle ground. What do you think of the treatment this New Jersey congressman?
I mean, there's dirty business in politics, and I just found that out for the first time.
Politics, never.
I don't know. Spent less time with Vanna White at the New York Stock Exchange and more just getting outside. You're fine. All right, guys, we'll see. They're obviously going to be taking it up in a matter of days, right after the holidays, assuming the House does impeach the President of the United States. But I think to Kit's point, the fact is that and I think Kat got it right, it's going nowhere fast. And we kind of know that. But it is what it is. All right.